Good morning. Good afternoon. Good. Wait, it's not night. I ain't gonna say night. Just say good morning, good afternoon. Who is this? Oh, yeah. Oh, him again. Whoa. Yeah, good to see you too, man. God bless. Listen. No, yeah, listen. You know, I'm like, should I talk to you about something today? Yeah, you know, it depends. I also be careful. The way they can, this camera, sometimes they make sure I clean this thing properly. Something here. So you try to make it look like a nice video, and then it's like my head look all oblong or big. I look like Godzilla, small head and big body, and like, you know. But I'm just saying. You know, I always want to show you something. You know, there's a similar theme. I want to see evolving around these videos because you see them, they come in all random times, all different. You know what category? What are you gonna talk about today? What are you gonna talk about today? You never know. But if you notice something, they're all tied together. Well, for one, most times it's the same presenter, but even self is a certain theme we gotta look at. You know, we're gonna make a little religious video just now. Just I'm gonna make one, but just gonna read one. You know, I like to do the Bible readings. They call it Uncle Time, Story Time with Uncle Joe. You know, by God's mercies, to talk about something that's, you know, that presses on my heart. At random times, you know, you get a certain thing, a certain say feeling that says, you know, you gotta just talk about it and see if it's relatable. You know, see if anybody can understand this. Because there are a lot of things we go through. Now, I want to show you something. But like life getting busy. Now, we say, despite our best efforts to do things and to make things happen, you know, you look around and it's like, hey, beautiful environment, lots of flowers and trees and stuff. The sky's nice. Everything is beautiful and wonderful. Then you say, hey, look closer. What? Yeah, look closer. Let's see. Let's try this one. You know, nice enclosure, nice aluminum made. It's good. Look closer. What? Let me see. Spider webs. That's already there. But then look in the other corner, it's like, is there more? Spider webs again. This is 115 magnification. Okay, let's see. Look close on the ground, you know. See inside, just like what? Growth of like stuff inside of the landscaping rocks. Okay. Let's look closer. It's not supposed to be a nice. I mean, you remember, like, you know, like from a distance, it looks so wonderful, right? But up close, it's like, oh, something's missing. And then you say, let's take a look again. You know, look, you see the nice pool, everything, but you say, look closer. Then you look here, I'm like, the steel, it's starting to weep, and then it's starting to rust. I went to Home Depot. I said, can you guys help me fix this? I said, nah, you might have to skin the whole thing off and put some rust-oleum. I'm like, oh, serious? All right. I said, oh. And I'm like, well, how is this like life? Look closer. No, even closer. What do you see there? I see like, just go here. Let's go back here a little bit. What do you see here? It's like spider eggs. I can't notice it that far from it, you know. But what these are the ones? Spider webs. Spiders themselves. Then I was over here. I'm walking around. I'm like, okay, let's go. We have some guests coming over today, and so let's take a look and see. Let's take a look at the pool furniture. Pool, you know, it's been nice and covered. And I look there, and I'm like, I got my little lizard bros here. They're always here. So nice and camouflaged. They're very smart, you know. And I'm like, let's see. We covered up, and then it's like, this is a nice tarp canopy at one point. Then it's like, mold is starting to form on top of it. It's like when you get older. You wish as you get older, we get some of it get spots, some get aches and things. But this is about life too. And we're gonna talk about an Exodus story today. So I'm just giving you a little bit. I'm holding my hands like bent. I'm gonna put it in the holder soon. But I just want to just give you guys a little hands on. This is how I started doing the videos in the beginning. And though I'm not like popular 1,000 views, no, I'm still trudging along little bit by bit. We are, by the grace of God, I keeping it real. Story time with Uncle Joe. Got a lot of names. Matthew B, that's the name of the company, but you know, today's Sabbath, so we talk about the Sabbath things, you know. I want you to see some things. You know, we got camouflage lizard, and here, look at this. Under the stuff here, patio furniture look nice, and this was given just from wonderful neighbors, you know, because we didn't want to spend too much money for more stuff. It's like they had to toss it away. I'm like, yeah, give it to us, we'll take it. You know, and you could take it and refurbish it, make it nice and stuff. But I'm like, this guy jumped up from one of the cushions. I had to take him real quick. Sorry about that. I'm taking the cushions out of cleaning because, you know, and then I'm putting this stuff in, and it's like, what are the little droppings of roach droppings and roach poop? But it looks so beautiful from a distance, you know. It's like, it's blue, it's nice, the flowers in the back, it's beautiful, it's all beautiful there. See the vacuum here? I'm about to do a cleanup on this little bad boy, you know. But I'm like, what else is here? Let's see. I didn't open up this one. I just took them off in pieces. I said, let me take you guys, show the videos what's there. You know, yeah, there's another one. Look at this bad boy. Look at him. Hey, he brave. Look at him, see? Look at there. Roaches? Yeah. I don't like them too much, so I tend to... Oh, there's more. So see, I gotta get the vac. Look, wait, what can I find? Yeah, look at him. One here. I saw another one hiding somewhere. He's hiding in the corner. He went down. He said, nah, he said the gig is up. We're gonna take it. We're gonna handle this stuff. But I'm saying, you see this? So we gotta do a little cleanup here right now. And you know, like life. Don't worry, I'm coming back for you guys. I'm gonna handle you just now. Get my stuff, get a vacuum them, and be a lot of, you know, you gotta make them end up like this. I don't like roaches. Roaches and things tend to give you a certain image. Like, you know, people come into your house, you gotta clean up your house so quick, right? Because they tend to be like, what is that I see? What is that I see in your house? It's like, if your house is unkept, untidy, what does it tell about you? But don't we care about cleanliness and sanitation? Yeah, I do. Don't we want to keep things looking nice and pristine? Yeah, don't we want to keep the water looking nice and clear and nice and blue when it is? It has a line that's blue in the water, you know, sky, and you know, but it's green again. Why? It rained a lot. We added some water, but before it rained, the water level drops a lot, so we refilled it back. But I heard from the pool people that when you add new water, the water's alkaline, so you gotta add acid to it. I didn't have acid at the time, so I didn't get to put acid in it, so the water turned green again. But also, remember in the past we did one like the pea soup looking when we tried to do the one with the ozone thing, didn't work. But we still trying. I'm like, okay, so before I'll take it and dump all the water and dump it out, clean out, pump it out. But the people said no. Don't dump it out. You can still treat it. I'm like, what? And you've seen the video. If you look at the videos in the past, it comes and goes. 1 minute is clean, 1 minute is messed up, it's clean. And so that means it needs maintenance. So it needs daily maintenance. Or at least weekly maintenance or monthly. But in this case, we have to add, you know, bleach and stuff, or the shock chlorine tablets or the shocks every month. I was still trying to get away from the chemicals. I don't like bathing in that chemical soup. They say, yes, neutralize everything, but still, and they say, if you don't use it, you get Legionella and other stuff. I believe them. I miss the old seawater we get in the Caribbean and the beach, you know, tropical island, you know. But that's just life. That's what you guys to see. But what else? It has nice enclosure to protect you and give you some nice shade from the sun. Yeah, it's cool. And this was nice, bright and red one time, but then as the sun gets it, it gets kind of parched and lose color. The nice, strong tarp then gets ripped and torn. Still does some functionality, but get ripped and torn. Nice covers here. I have to keep them covered up, but then again, the cat goes below there and lays below there if she wants to, and then the roaches take over, and the spiders are hiding below, and the ants are there, and it's like, if you look on the ground, you see them? They're there. I washed it up nice and stuff, but the ants are there too. I know, I saw them here. You see, they don't like to come out there. They don't like to come out there when it's like nice and bright. You know, like at least the roaches won't see it. You know, they hide here and there. You know? I'm saying, but you lift up the rest, you see the rest come out, but I ain't gonna do that to you and scare you guys. Ooh, might be shocked at me. But again, it looks so beautiful on the outside, but then it's like, the thing is weeping. The metal weeps, so the water is cool, and the sun is hot, and then it makes condensation under the metal, and then it starts to make weep, and then it paint chips off. But it looks so beautiful from afar. Well, see, I'm gonna tell you, the ants, they come here, they like the shade, huh? So here these guys are. They always attacking me whenever I get my stuff done. Gonna make a video, they're waiting for me already. Where are they going to? How are they communicating? Look at them. Didn't God say go to the ants and look at them and see how they live and what they do? They have a certain order. They're not attacking each other, but they have bigger ones and smaller ones. What are they doing? Where are they headed to? They are, but so they're handling their business. They're trying to handle ours with the pool thing. Yeah. Try to handle it. In the back, they were trying to get our garden growing and everything. You know, little bits of stuff here. We love to put the flowers there. That's another plan, another season. You're inside the enclosure, so it's kind of, you know, you don't see everything. You know, from the back, it looks cool, right? But you get closer, it's like, yeah, see the grid, right? Isn't that like life? Now, this week we have things. There's a lot of stuff going on right now. You know, we have the Pope has passed away, Pope Francis, and you know, I don't believe in a Pope. One, and I believe that it's one of the antichrists in this world. God said he wants to usurp the authority in blasphemous way to say that he's God on earth. I'm like, if you're God on earth, why you dying? And if you're God on earth, why don't you make yourself better and heal yourself? I like the side describing the Pharisees mocking Jesus, but I'm saying, when are we going to get it to stop putting people on the same level of God? When are we going to stop putting these individuals who are just mere male, men and women, male and female, just the same as us with flesh and blood, as if they're the loftiest? We have what they call the royalty, the king and the queen. And then what are we? Chopped liver? and call us the scum of the earth? Come on. When are we going to understand that we're just the same as them? Every person on earth, male or female, young or old, white, black, whatever color in between, we're all equal in God's sight. So please, this thing out there, the Pope, he's a man. He call himself a Jesuit. You know, the oath of the Jesuits. They ain't doing Christ's work. They doing some, like I said, toppling governments and infiltration, lie, annihilate, exterminate, kill, disembowel, smash the head of the infants against the walls, to kill and usurp and destroy whatever they can, to wipe up the external, they call some Christians some names, but they're pretty much, they're here to wipe out Christianity, okay, and any Christian, anyone to follow Jesus. So they're the ones that helping to persecute Christians, but they don't tell you that. It's a secret. That's why it's called a secret society. So they have the message for those on the outside and those on the inside, exoteric, you know, go in with the regular ones. They know what goes on, but we don't know. And there's a white pope and there's a black pope. And every time they tell us, wait for Jesus, looking like humble piety. They're doing God's work. So to be God's work, you gotta be poor and humble and things. Just saying. As a human being, I wish no one would die. And a human being, I feel bad that anyone should die. And I pray by the grace of God, he might have recanted and changed his word and, you know, and ask God forgiveness for what he's done and what he stood for. But if anyone consciously, intentionally says and lives that give their God on earth, they'll meet the real God eventually. And then he'll let them know who is real. So, look how many years the papacy has been allowed to go on. How many years? When did it start? By Ignatius, Loyola, and others? But look at them. They had different names back then. They've had different conflicts too between the Jesuits, different conflicts between different popes. Look at Europe. Europe has been run by popes and the Catholic Church for so long. And again, this is not like bashing against any Catholic. We love our Catholic brothers and sisters. Every one of us, we all have different denominations and stuff. But then you wonder, you say, why were some supposed religions enacted? Were they enacted to give God praise and honor and glory? I don't think so. If you look at some religions are very dominating. Some of them want to control everything that goes on, control everything in your life, everything that you do. Some of them have all these exactions they put on you. Some of them have minimal things they put on you. Again, talking about the stuff we don't see, but the eggs are there, you know? Spider eggs. There's a lot of things that happen, and it's like, man, it's like, why are we... The same thing goes with said. Why are we putting people in the place of God? Or why are we holding people to such high esteem when we don't give God the same high esteem? You know, but we should give God the highest esteem. Highest. We should put God first in everything. We should also take care of our lives and care for our lives, you know? Like again, let's go back to this one. You know, we're looking at the beautiful plants. Nice, look, it's nice. You know, plants are right. Look at nice, a little something. And this is nothing. This is like no major landscape. This is a simple backyard thing I'm showing you, you know? The same. When life is busy, life is busy. You know, let's have to put a little video thing. I'm going to get to the other one, but I'm going to give this a little preview, like a little interlude, right? So beautiful, but then you go closer again, closer. It's so beautiful, closer. What do you see here? What is this guy again? You see there? Baby spider eggs. Look. Baby spiders. And you touch the web, they move. You touch the web, remember I had a video of the webs, they move. They respond to the web, they're feeding. So we gotta take care of them too. You know, because they grew up and they can bite, they can hurt. I don't know what kind of species they are, but I don't like spider fun stuff. They say they chop insects and stuff. Yeah, they do, but we don't want them chopping everything and then end up biting us by accident. Because, you know, as we go more and more, you know, like life. We build more houses, build more stuff, we go more places, expand. You want to get in contact with, you know, encroachment on other people's territory, like life, like humans, right? You want to get encroachment. So we live life here, but if we don't take time to make sure and monitor what we do, we'll have these creatures moving in, say, hey, we notice you're a little busy. You're a little busy, huh? So let me help you. Let me see, can I get it to zoom in? This is 1.5, it's hard to get a good view. I had to go further away, 3. Yeah, I can't get it, but it's a spider web here. Here. If you don't take your place, like our life, as God says, you know, many applications, but we gotta clean the house, you know. The one I like the most is that if when the spirit is cast out of a person's mind, or cast out bad things out of your life, if you don't go back and fill it up with good things, all the bad things will come in, and even worse. The person will be worse than they were in the beginning, paraphrasing, right? But the other one is that count the cost of your bill. That's another one, because, you know, as you give more, as you give you, and then the other one with the talents. God gives you some amount of talents and gifts, and and time, treasure, and time, treasure, and talents. I put it, you know, and then if you don't take care of that, you may lose it. But if you take care of it, you may get more, you know. But He wants us to be responsible for everything. But how can we be responsible? Life is so busy, and life gets busy. We want to do so much, and then it's like we get busy, and then it's like, oh man, I gotta go do all this stuff again, and then it's like, the enclosure's nice and he's doing his job, but then I gotta clean up all the stuff stuck on top there. All these look at on the pool, they're all around, they're coming around there from the pine trees. I love the pine trees, but they leave me a lot of work to do. And then he said they gotta come across there. But here's something, I can look at it and complain. I can say, hey, at least they're up there trapped and they're not down here. But it's green. So it was green before and became clear again. So maybe our past experiences does have some bearing on the future, and maybe it does tell us, hey, it's okay. I'm watching something else on the ground. I want you to see, but it's like, everything. I got a lot of stuff here. As you live here long enough, you got a lot of stuff. This is a millipede. Millipede was climbing up on top of the, man, I'm telling the grocery guy out today, boys, climbing up on top of this stuff. I don't like millipedes. Instead of say to give up, I give up for arachidonic acid. You listen to me again, man? My boys always here. They always here checking on me. Huh? Next Godzilla movie. I'm saying, you look at stuff there and it's like, remember we clean all this stuff up, it comes back again. Clean stuff up, it comes up. But there's beautiful stuff around. And we have to do a constant mixing back and forth. A constant back and forth. Here's another one here's going to get ready to go to leak just now. Okay, see the rust starting to see the water boiling up below? Why do I say all these things? Why am I talking about? What am I talking about? I'm saying, like life. We start off at a certain point. I'm trying to cut this off, did I? Yeah. Start off at a certain point. Start off at a certain age. Start off at a certain standard in life. We have a hand given to us. Still kind of blurry. We have a hand given to us, and it does matter how we deal with it. Are we going to sit and just complain about what's messed up and what's wrong? How busted up it is, how dirty it is, how weeping and rusty it is, how old we're getting, how much pain and aches, and how much we can't do. Can't chew our food, teeth are falling out. All things, sight is getting messed up, gotta get vision or surgery, all these things you do, all the lumps here, lumps there. And, I'm not making light of any of these situations. I'm just saying those are serious things to consider. But I'm saying we can look at it like that and say, I can say, just give up, forget about it, just sit down, just let it all take over, let it all go to waste. But when you say, like the lawn care business and stuff, like the pressure wash and everything you do, I can't pressure wash that and the spot. I'm not gonna blow them away and that, but that's not really gonna do it. Sometimes I have to use a different strategy to take care of those things. What about the stuff that's all like, the colors change from red inside there? I used to be brighter than that. So now it's like bleached, like getting to be white, and it's gonna tear easy as the sun heats it. It tears. You see under there? See the color? Everything I shaded is kind of still there in the color wise, but the other thing is there. So what do you do when life gives us these things? When you see that we have to do these things, well, one, you have to spend more. That then helps. Maybe the stores they're gonna pay their employees, and and then they get to be able to make more and make newer stuff that we can use later on. And then that ties into something I was watching today and other things too. But not as when life gives us these things, sometimes we have to go there and exercise and use different techniques and different skills that God has endowed us with, or even to get creative with ingenuity by putting things together. Deduction, induction. We do a lot of different things. We say we have to kind of count the cost and weigh the options. Say, is it worth it to do this and buy another one and fix all this stuff? Should I hire somebody or just do it myself? How much is it going to cost me again? There's a lot of things. I can do it. Some things we can do right away. Some things we put off. Some things we have to do right away, but something we can put off. You see right here, this is a work in progress. We got that there. Got the broom on top of the table. We got this here, and this is the preparations for other events to happen later in life. But you try your best to keep things going in the way it is, because you want to give a good impression, right? To who? We should be giving God the best impressions. We want to, He's the only one that really matters, right? But also our human brothers and sisters. But I'm going back to something I saw today. We want to give a good impression, but there's so much I can talk about. I just wish I can say it freely as I could, but I can't. I'm limited. I got to make sure we careful what we say here, because they'll take it off, because we don't own the system that we're putting this stuff on the platform. They can't take it off if they want to. But I want you to think about this. I'm watching the news recently. I'm watching stuff. I'm always watching news about the tariffs, how it's affecting different countries and stuff, and the thing with Trump administration and what he's doing to China and other stuff. And I'm seeing how people have to kind of say tighten the bootstraps, or kind of tighten the belt. What they call it? You know, pretty much it's like you have to count the cost of how you spend now. Now I'm seeing how it's affecting the economy, how it's affecting the jobs, how the products being sent across. The tariffs raised up to 140 something percent. You could be trying to flatten out the curve. Maybe trying to pay China back as retribution, as I said, for the COVID stuff. Maybe, according to what they tell us. They do a lot of stuff in the back end that we don't know about. But he did say he's going to make China pay at some point. Could he be trying to just maybe keep the economy good? Maybe he can teach everyone to be more self-dependent, independent, so that this way the people living in the same country should buy the products coming out of the country, so that this way they won't have to be dependent upon those from other countries as much. Yet at the same time, it's nice to see countries working together, intertwined, so that you can say, hey, just because I'm living here don't mean I can't sell a product over there or can buy something from over there. I love to see countries working things like, Mazda and the other countries, Toyota, Honda, all those guys are selling in Japan and selling here and selling in China, sell around the world. We have such a beautiful, intertwining, or dichotomy, say intertwining, I like that word better, of all the different things together, all the different groups and people working in the economy. We're so diverse in our ethnicity, our background, our history, and yet we come from one main ancestor, Jesus Christ, one human race, right, from God. And parents, Adam and Eve, according to the Bible, King James Version says, as we said, the book written inspired by God, but other religions have their own, and yet we have to learn to work together and get along. We have to defend our property, defend our stuff, or else it might be overrun and taken over by others while living in this sinful world. So meaning that I have to clean up this place. We have to clean up this place, because the other things are trying to encroach in it. They say, oh, the land is Mother Earth. Mother Earth. Earth is a created thing by God. Earth is not a mother. But because anything that's sustaining and giving life, it says a mother. So, you can't fall on Earth, But then they say God is a man, a male, and then Earth is female. There's a lot of things people have been doing it. Then they say, well, why is he a male? And why is he? But then he said, then angels don't procreate in heaven. And the Bible leaves a lot of room for people to kind of guess and ask questions. And then we say, Then we say this up, is the Bible real? How do I know that? Was I there when they wrote it? Did I see them put it together? I take it on faith. And this is the thing when I talk about it. It's like we're taking on faith. We look at other storybooks, our math book, our textbook, our school books. We look at stuff we get on a label and a package, everything. Was I there to make it? Was I in the factory? Was I there in the history when they said the revolution happened this time, or when they built this ship, or they built this thing, or this event happened? Was I there? So if I wasn't there, how do I know it's true? If you weren't there, how do you know it's true? We take it on faith. Sometimes some people say you can't even trust your lying eyes. Even when having videos of showing these things, you still have to say, is it true though? Now AI, they have some videos you see on YouTube that's like, look at this thing happening. It's like, it looks so real, and then it's like they said AI, they doing families, they're making up the videos are fake. And sometimes they have videos of people having these little pets and stuff like, oh, this guy rescued a crow, and the crow grew up and be his best friend. Or this guy rescued a dog, or rescued a lion, some other creature, some lady rescued something, and then it became their best friend. And then it's like, the scene changes with different things. And I have like, the AI guy voice. It's like a very kind of monotone type AI type reading. And I'm like, and while I'm watching, the kids are going, that's not real. That's AI generated. And I'm like, now we can't even trust what we've seen in the videos if it's real or not. We're getting into some very blurry, very interesting times, but we can't even tell if what we're watching is true. At least I know I'm real. So I call myself I and I keeping it real, right? I hope you're real too, right? Take a look at you, right? What is real and what is fake anymore? You may never know fully in this life what's going on. I mean, except the tangible things you can touch and feel. But even then, the things you touch and feel, it's like, like how sometimes you go to some places like amusement parks and look at the stuff and look at the rocks and all the different structures. Like, oh, it's real rocks and everything real. And they go close to it, it's like, it's plastic, but painted to look like rocks. Or they make a scene. I love to see those things. When they make a scene or set for like the movies and stuff, they make it happen. I'm like, wow, that's cool. But I'm saying, all these things we are faced with, we have to constantly be on guard, constantly be thinking and inventing, constantly be in motion, constantly. And then that's when does it stop? When you say we're old and we're tired, you can't move anymore, can't do anymore, then you're dependent upon the system. When does it stop? When do you get a break? When do we get a break from bills and taxes and all these things? When do we get a break to just be left alone to live for a life in peace and Just to what? Wait to die? No. I ain't waiting to die. I'm dying to live. So I ain't waiting to die. I want God to come back. I pray He comes back before we die. I don't want to die. I don't want you to die either. I want all of us to live forever. But as you see in everything around us, life and death is coming at us. It's like the stages, you know. Starts off like this little bulb in here, and then this little here, this little lump right this right there. See it? Give me some finger. I can't see that little lump right there. One over there. Okay? Starts off like that. And he starts to weep, and then he comes like this rust spot. And he starts to get bigger and bigger, and then he finally deteriorates. I mean, there's other ways, other analogies you can use. Nice, beautiful flowers. So nice, and they come out nice, and see they're nice, and then they bloom, and then they fall, and they wither away, and they shoot like that. Then you also have little seeds. You're getting these little pods, right? These little seeds, remember I showed them before? One little seed can then be planted and grow up into be a massive, strong tree. You know, massive, this is in relation to other smaller, little bitty things, But it can be a good-sized tree that makes lots and lots more seeds in pods in these peas. And then, so from one, you crack it open, and you get more. I wasn't thinking about doing it, but somehow I'll do it now for effect, right? More seeds. From just one seed, you get more. Could God be telling us something about this? Is this thing still on? Could He be saying that there's a lot more that we can do when we utilize what we have already within our grasp, or when we think and say and get creative and say, hey, what can I do with what else I see here? I mean, you're talking about rare earth minerals, all this stuff countries fighting for. They want to get this, want to get that. There are a lot of things they want to do. I'm watching a trapped dragonfly inside the enclosure. I'm like, what's he doing? How you got in here? Poor thing, my friend. How you gonna get out? I'm like, I'm not trying to hold him. I'm trying to let him out. Those guys let out. I heard they eat mosquitoes and stuff. But he got to find his way out. He probably came into the opening on the other side, But it's like, how about we just stop complaining and just do what we got to do? Just handle it. Just gonna handle it. Like I'm saying, just handle it. It's like, we got to take care of it, clean it. We got to take care of it, fix it. We got to take care of it, repair it. We got to take care of it, buy it. We got to take it, change it, make it new, clean it up, make it nice. Just keep it simple. What God says, rejoice in the labors that you have, because it's good exercise for one. I'm saying like landscaping and all this stuff we're doing. It's good exercise. Keep your mind always there. You keep you always thinking, always doing stuff. But also doing mobile gaming and stuff too. Trying to keep them active. Keep your hands on everything active. Keep your minds thinking and doing stuff. It's good to be involved, because life comes at us, and if God doesn't come back soon, it will go from us. So while we're here, let's make it count. So this is not an all in all. I gotta tell you a lot more stuff, but how long I want the video to be? Yeah, I'm just saying in general, it's like it's a lot of stuff, Looking back there, I'm like, yeah, we gotta get planted into those things soon. We gotta plant put some topsoil there soon, and and gotta get stuff, get ready for the next season, We also gotta do some repairs and stuff there. But you look in the back, I see we have a shed here that's cool, but our neighbor's one was once cool, but it's rusted already too. I mean, life affects us like that, and I wanted to tell you something, because especially the ladies, especially, I want to tell them. I think this affects them a lot more, guys. Besides us having grays and hair coming out of our ears and stuff, and as they get older, ladies, I think a lot of it works against them, because sometimes they say it's like, oh, I was once so young and skin so elastic and vibrant, I look so great and wonderful, beautiful, I'm like radiant, I'm like the flower of my age, and then I get slowly older, I lose nutrients, older, and then I get wrinkled up. What's that guy? What's this guy? Now that one there. Oh, is that two ants humping? Oh boy. Yeah, as I said, life goes on, right? No, not two ants humping, it's one ant taking another one back somewhere. Someone said ants, they don't let nothing go to waste. She's taking another one back, the pieces of it back. This is 8 magnification, I can't get it so good. But even what we're doing, life is going on. So it's like, babies are being born, people are dying. People are conceiving, people are aborting. Oh, that part of life is not supposed to be. The aborting part, no, I don't like that. I want more life. We need more children, we need more people, we need more things. We let this dragonfly out the screen. We're going to snap up there. I'm sorry, my son. I'll let you out just a second. I'm going to gotta figure out to get out there because like, sometimes you want to help them, but it's like, I'll tell Dragonfly, he's over there. Dragonfly's over there. Ew, something's over there. How do I communicate with him? Back there where Adam and Eve could, but I can't communicate with him. He's like, I see outside, but I can't get to it. Does it look at us sometimes too? I see outside, but I can't get out there. I want to get outside. I see it. I see it open. I see a chance to become rich. I see a chance to kind of have a earning. I see a chance to make something of my life. I just can't get out. I can't get out. It's there. It's so close to my grasp. I can feel the air. I can feel everything around me. I just can't get out. Why I can't get out? I'm trying hard. I'm just like banging my head against the wall. I'm trying to get out. Do you feel like that sometimes too? Such plans and hopes. We have such dreams and we wish we can just kind of have it, make it happen. And sometimes we don't know how to get out of it. And we have career changes. Family and kids, our life is busy. You take over so many things and we're trying to get out. And it's like, I can see the opening. I can see there's a chance. Other people said they could make it. I see homes on the outside. I see grass and trees and everything else. I see other animals and insects out there. I see hope out there. Maybe I'll go along and maybe I'll take a break sometimes. He stopped. Wait, he stopped. He stopped. Where is he? He stopped right above the fence. 1 second. He's right there in the screen, but he's like, he stopped for a little break. He's like, I'm exhausted. Wait, I can't get him on the picture anymore, is it? He's still blending camouflage. You see, come on, where are you? I see him I can see him, but you can't see him, right? I see him here. Let's see if I can zoom in again. Right? He's like, I'm taking a break. I'm so tired. I'm banging my head against the wall. You can't see him, but he's there. So even when we can't see him, he's there doing his thing. He's like, but he's exhausted. He's banging his head against the wall. Listen, let me take my strategy. That sound familiar? Yeah. We try our best to get something to make work. Is it working? Are you making as much success as you wanted to? Are you making enough earnings? Right now, many people, I'm looking at the ones here, watching the videos from China and Asian countries. And those who are, he's back up again. He's trying again. He's not giving up. He's trying again. They're trying to see if they can make what they can do now that a lot of them bought homes and houses and stuff, as many of us did in the US and other places, and then it's like the market has gone south. Now they're trying to see how to survive. They have to mortgage or sell the house quick, lose a lot of value. The jobs, people say they're coming out, they graduate in school, they can't get a job now. They're trying hard. You're seeing the shadow reflection here. And some people are watching the shadow of things, so we're hearing about people's stories. So this is like, remember like in Plato's Republic, the forms? So we see in the side, the enclosure, this creature here is banging himself against the wall, trying to figure out how to do it. He's going a little gentler now with the hits. He's not hitting it as hard. He's trying to figure out how to get out of it, as us. We're trying to make it out of this life, this bad things we have, all these things around us. We know that it can be a better life out there if we can just make it out. And if we find it in time, the limited time that we have, we can be free to go out there and live. And then he might get out there and a bird might snatch him up. Oh, sorry, I don't mean to be negative, right? But I'm just saying, you see how bad it is in life with sin? Something else will befall him. He gets out of this and he gets bad. He might even be protected in here from the elements. So if he can take a break and rest a bit as he did before, then maybe he can have another chance to be able to go again. But he's really trying hard to get out. He's like, this is frustrating. I'm like frustrated too. Suddenly I'm trying to get my life together here. And I'm like trying to change careers. And it's like, every time I'm trying, it's like, if something is working, it's like I'm always late to the game. I'm trying so hard. And it's like, oh man. It's like, why doesn't things happen the way we wish it would? I can see it. I see the ship's for effect, but I'm just saying, I'm not gonna bother. Let him work it out. I can help him if I can, but I can't communicate with him. I wish I could. There's many people I want to tell. There's another way. You can go over there, go over here. Come over there. Are there anybody trying to tell us how to get out? Like to go over there? If he can just figure out how to get from there across this area to here, he can make it out. There's an opening there. What about us? Is there a way to get out of the situation we're in? Our life? Can somebody show us the way, please? I wish more people would. There are many people who have found different ways to success and ways to make it in this life and to have it. And some of us are still looking for it. Many of us are still trying. We're trying. And we should not give up. Even when we think we're made it, we have to find a way to stay successful and to be successful. If you have earnings, you got to find a way to keep and maintain it. But not to the hurt of anybody else, You have to find a way to kind of save what you have and maintain it. You have to find a way to care for the stuff and maybe have an income to pay for the things and repair the things and be able to purchase new ones if it goes bad and all this stuff like that. There's a lot of life lessons in this stuff here. And you get it from gardening, you get it from driving, landscaping, pressure washing, taking care of a pool. If you don't maintain it, it falls apart. And even while doing our best, because this life is busy, we have a lot of cares we have to be concerned about, including family and other things. And we have to still maintain ourselves, our sanity, our lives, while we're still fighting against ravages of time and stuff. But I'm saying it doesn't end here. So I'm not gonna end it on no sorry note, like, oh, as I said before, just go do it. Just do it. So I'm gonna take my own lesson, go there. I gotta go take these roaches and stuff. I got people coming over. We gotta go handle our business. So we're gonna handle our business whether life is going on and gonna end tomorrow or now or 100 years from now, 1,000 years from now. Who knows? Either way, God says occupy till He comes. So we shall. God bless you all. We catch up. We're gonna do the videos in a few minutes. Let me get this thing taken care of. But I will say, let me say a prayer before I leave. Until we kind of better say a prayer, right? Heavenly Father, we thank you for your grace and your mercies. We thank you for everything you've done for us. Thank you for all your wonderful help and sustenance for us. Lord, you're so good to us and so merciful. And you have so many lessons of life you can show us, Lord. From the simple thing of the ants to even watching the dragonfly and other things around us. Even as the plants we see there. You know, the people look at the plants and they say, oh, I'm getting old. I see wrinkles. I see crow's feet. I see this impression. I see my skin losing elasticity. I see this, what they call liver spots. I see all these things. I see I'm aging. I see the wrinkles. I see the gray hair. I see the nose here. All these things are happening to us, Lord. We're living life. This life that's sin-ridden. This life that was not supposed to be like this. So be better. We have to live it, Lord. It's not easy. But you said, take my yoke. My yoke is easy. He said, so Lord, we'll take your yoke. But we'll take it and do it your way. On faith. Because we don't know everything that's coming, everything that has been. But we believe in you and we know that you know the best way to make it. So we ask you, please, teach us. Give us wisdom and understand. Help us to make it in this life. Despite all the challenges around us. Because not just for us, Lord, but for our progeny, our people, those to be around us, those to be after us, those alongside us. We have to fight the fight. We have to do the right thing for you, for your name's honor and glory, Lord. So please, teach us to do it right. Help us to fight the good fight. And just let me pray. Against the devil. Amen. Thank you, Lord. And thank you for taking time to watch with us and spend some time with us here. Hopefully this dragonfly would have made it out. I don't see him anymore over there. Oh, no, he's there. Still waiting for an opportunity. Waiting to exhale? No, he's waiting. Let's just see him. Oh, you see me and he's jumping up again, yeah. So, maybe if I'm walking him and scare me enough, he might run around the other side and see. Poor thing, dragonfly. I hope you do get a chance to get out. Yeah, we need to get out too. We will. In time. Sometimes they actually do find a way out. No? So maybe I'm going to try to do some things to kind of scuffle him around the other way so he can go around the other way. Not to hurt him, but I'm trying to clear him out. Okay? We'll catch up. I'm trying to help my old friend over here. God bless you guys. Take care. No guarantees though, but I'll try my best. All right. Lizard, you again? Yeah, always keep me company. Yep. Take care.